From the newsroom at news.com.au.
We'll start in Sydney. The identity of two women who were killed during a shocking shooting on Saturday night has been revealed. A 48-year-old mother with links to organised crime and her hairdresser friend were shot in a car during what police have labelled as a planned assassination. Police have now blasted underworld figures for breaking their so-called unwritten laws that protected women and children from attacks. Moving on, some new data has been revealed about just how bad the cost of living crisis really is. Average Aussies are now spending 60% of their incomes just on the bare essentials as the costs of food, fuel, insurance and interest repayments skyrocket. We're now paying $19 billion more on essentials, including $10 billion more on food and fuel than we were a year ago, and almost $4 billion more on mortgage payments. Almost 600,000 more people are now living in poverty compared to pre-COVID times. To the US now, and there is a scary situation in Washington this morning. A man drove his car into a barricade near the Capitol building and then started shooting.
He took out a handgun, began firing that gun indiscriminately, and he fired it a number of times. Our officers were responding. They had heard the gunshots. As he got just onto the east front of the Capitol property, one of our officers observed him put the gun to his head and shoot himself.
To sport now, more details have been released about Paul Green's memorial. The NRL legend will have a public funeral at Kagari Oval, where he played with and coached the Wynnum Manly Sea Eagles. It'll be held on either August 23 or August 30 and will be live streamed so that fans around the country can tune in. To celebrity news now, Channel 7 last night aired never-before-seen footage from an Olivia Newton-John interview. In it, she revealed where she wanted to be laid to rest.
I know your mother's ashes are scattered near Byron Bay.
Uh-huh.
What are your wishes?
And my sisters.
And your sisters?
I'd like to be partly scattered there and partly in other places that I love. I don't think I've really thought about that deeply, but I better, I guess. We all should. But I'd like to be with them. I'd like to be with them.
And finally, Harry Potter author JK Rowling has received a death threat online. After tweeting her support for Salman Rushdie, who was stabbed on the weekend, Miss Rowling received a tweet saying, "Don't worry, you are next." Police are now investigating.
Get the latest from news.com.au.